Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn React Router. So let's get started now. So on on my screen, I have VS Code open and all I did was clone this repository. So can copy this and run git clone. So I already did that. So now we can install our dependencies. I'm going to use yarn. So I can just say yarn and then enter, and it will install our dependencies. So I'll pause the video until the dependencies are done, and yeah. Alright, so that took a while to install. So now let's see what the dependencies are. So we have React installed and React DOM, and and we have parcel bundler installed as a dev dependency. So now let's look at our so so in our public folder, all we have is this index.html file, and that's because this is our template. We're going to write our React code in this folder. In our index, we are importing React from React, importing React DOM from React DOM, and we're rendering our app component, and we're getting on document.getElementById root. So now let's look at our app. We have this. We import React from React, import hello world, and importing /css/app. So in this CSS folder, we're going to write our CSS. So now we can run npm start to start up our server and port. So it's starting up the server on port 5000. Alright, so I've started up the server and I've got the app.js file open here, and all the app.js file has just this div with a class name of app and hello world. Because in our components we have our hello world.js, and inside of that is all of this. So let's comment this out, and it auto reloads, and that is very nice, cool. So, but now we don't need any of this code. We don't need any of this code. Let's remove this, and let's remove this, and let's just write hello. Let's delete this file. And in our components, let's create a new file called navbar.js. Let's var frpfc div a new And all I'm going to do is just add, copy and paste all of this code, and I'll remove these two links, and I'll remove this div for now. So now there's nothing going to be rendered because we have an imported file. So let's do that. So in our div, let's write nav 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 and let's import navbar as nav, and we'll say from dot slash component slash navbar. So now we see our React IDs and partial show up, and it's white because it's going to have a background. Okay, so now we need another file in our components called home.js, and we're going to just RAFCE, and we'll say return a div with an h1 which says home, and we'll say export const new page equal to, and we'll write an arrow function and return h1 page 1. Okay, so now we've got that. So let's style our components. So let's close this. Rename this to navbar.css, and in our navbar.css we have okay, am I using the wrong one? Oh, this should not be navbar.css. Oh, so let's remove a okay, I forgot that was the header word. So I'm going to just paste in all of the code. I'm going to go through. So we're targeting our .navbar class. So over here we're giving this div a class of navbar, and in our navbar.css we're targeting that. We're giving that a background of this dot purple and a little lighter purple, text line center, then navbar a text decoration, and color of this white smoke. So if we save, we'll see nothing because we haven't imported it yet. So let's do that. Import dot slash css slash navbar dot css, and it will auto reload and it will create a navbar. Alright, so now in our CSS, in our app.css file, we need to give our background, our body a background. So let's enter, paste this in, and we have our background. In our source, Now we've worked on everything. We can close this and this. So now let's install a dependency. So let's open up a new terminal and we're going to say yarn add react dash router dash dom and enter. And once it installs, and while it's installing, I'll pause the video and I'll see when it's installed. Alright, so now that that's installed, all we need to do is in our app.js, we need to import a few things. Import browser router as router, and we'll also import switch and route from React router DOM. And now instead of a div, let's remove this div and let's wrap everything in a router, and we want the navbar to be always on top. So let me write nav. So now we need a switch. So inside of our switch, we'll need a route. And we'll say a path of slash, and we'll say inside of this route we'll have our home component. So we need to import something maybe. Yeah, we need to import 2 lines. Import home from component/home and import new page from component/home. And after this route, we need another route which has a path of /page1, and we say new page. So we have home showing up. So, and if we go to /page1, oh come on, what did I do? It's /page1. We get a problem. But we're getting a problem because as soon as we go to page 1, the whole app renders. And why is that? Because we need to specify exact. Because if I remove this exact, all it cares about is that it has a slash and nothing else. Goodbye. That's what it cares about. So if I save this, let's write exact. Maybe I need to go to maybe navbar, another navbar home, and make this a capital N, save this, and save this, Alright, so now that's what we want. But if we may create a website, the person is not going to necessarily write about or page one. So we need some links in our navbar, and let's do that right now. So so now we need to import. So let's import link from React router DOM. So now we let's create a dot div with the class name of links, and we'll first of all give this a style of margin top of 10 pixels, and then a link to, and we'll say flash, and let's give this a style margin right of 20 pixels of 20 pixels, and inside of that link we'll say home, shift going down arrow, let's remove the style, slash page 1, page 1. So if we save now, we'll get these links, and now we're able to navigate. So let me full screen this. So we have our React app using parcel, and right now we're on the home page as you can see over here, but as soon as we click page 1, home, page 1, home, page 1. So, and it does this without even refreshing. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Wait, did you see what I did? If you did not see what I did, I'll have to get a link in the description below. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.